This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
This is an absolute crisis, and we need to act like it, and we need to all do a little bit more.
Top water officials say if water conservation doesn't improve in California, more restrictions could be on the way. Earlier this week, the State Water Board voted to prohibit businesses and institutions from watering their decorative or non-functional grass. The Water Board also approved a requirement for local water agencies to move into what's called Level 2 water contingency plans, which assumes that there will be a water shortage of 20%. So what do the new restrictions mean for us? Joining us now is Crystal Tufangtion with the Kings River Conservation District. Crystal, thank you so much.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
So the State Water Board approved a ban on watering decorative lawns for businesses and institutions. What does that impact? What does it mean for homeowners?
That's a great question. It can be confusing. This does not impact homeowners. This is just about businesses and cities. So for example, a business has a lawn to decorate around their building. That lawn cannot be watered. A city cannot water the landscape around the roads, but this does not impact the ability of residents to water their lawns.
So the State Water Board also asking water suppliers to take action for their water contingency plans. What does this include? How is it going to impact people?
Okay, so that may impact residents. What that is that all the cities and the communities, they have to have these plans in place, and they have different levels, and each city has different ways that they implement this. So the level 2 actions actually are when there's a 20% shortage of a water supply, and things that may be in a city's plan could be limiting outdoor irrigation. So 2 to 3 days a week, they may limit and say you can only water on those days. They'll increase patrolling of waterways. So for example of that, when you're watering your lawn and it goes out onto the city street, it drains out onto the city street, that's considered a water waste. They'll be looking out for those actions. And then also a good part of it is they'll increase in communications and education on water conservation to help people understand how they can save water. And I would say, depending on your city, so for example, the city of Clovis has kept their level 2 actions from the drought last summer. So those residents may not see much of a change on what's occurring, but other cities may have some changes coming into place.
So what can we do in our homes to save water? What are some of the things that you recommend?
Okay, so every drop counts. We just want to say that. And so we're all in the shared resource, and so every bit helps. Some of the things you can do, of course, is take shorter showers. They recommend a 5-minute shower, and you can save over 12 gallons of water by just doing that. You can take a shower instead of a bath. I like baths, but apparently baths take up more water, so you can get savings there. You can wash with full loads of clothes. Those are ways that you can save up to 15 to 45 gallons. And one of the things that I do, they say fix your leaky faucets, but if you don't have one that you can fix right away, I put a container under it. And then when that fills up, when I'm not using it, I water my potted plants with that water.
That is a great idea. And how about, and so is outdoor watering the biggest use of water for a home? And
Yes.
You can tell when somebody turns on their sprinklers, right? I mean, through your little computer calculations.
Yeah, well, yes, I can't, but the city can probably. So you're safe with me. But having said that, yes, landscape really is the biggest use, and that's where we can have the most savings. So that's kind of where you see that they'll limit the watering to 2 to 3 days, and the time of day you do it's important, because if it's during the daytime, you lose more of that from the evaporation from the sun. So there's a lot of things you can do. You can don't hose down your driveway, use a broom. And use one of those stop valves when you water, where you can it shuts off automatically.
Great, some great pointers. And Crystal Tufangtion, thank you so much with the Kings River Conservation District. Thank you so much for being with us on a Friday evening on a holiday weekend. Above and beyond on your part. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great evening.
Thanks, you too.
Okay.
If you missed any part of this interview, or you'd like more information, and again, those conservation tips, ways that you can save water in your home, save some money too, just go to our website, yourcentralvalley.com.